welcome inside the VIP station in beautiful Sao Paulo, Brazil, as United Fight Alliance brings you Centurion Fighting Championships. Tonight's installment is CFC 19, Episode 1. Hey everybody, Jordan J. Adams with you. Tonight we're treated to a four-man tournament between Paulo Henrique, Walber Dos Anjos, Milson Castro, and William Lima.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight have 3 rounds and 5 minutes in the welterweight belts. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing at 61 kilos, his dad 165 cm tall, holding a professional record, 1 wins, 1 loss, fighting for São Paulo, Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Darlan Santos. And now introducing his opponent, fighting in the red corner, weighing at 61 kilos, his dad 160 cm tall, holding a professional record, 1 wins, 1 loss, representing Fight Nerds, fighting for São Paulo, Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, Junior Bantamweight Diaz. And the halfway on the chart, Mr. Flavio Almendra.
All right, 3 5-minute rounds in the Bantamweight division. That's 135 pounds. Darlan Santos in the blue corner. He's going to be on the left-hand side of your screen versus Junior the Golden Boy Diaz in the red corner on the right-hand side of your screen. Scheduled, again, for 3 5-minute rounds. Here we go. Golden Boy rushes to meet Santos on his side of the cage, and they trade shin kicks. Both of these fighters with identical records, 1-1. Outside kick from Santos. Santos, the older of the two, at 28 years old. In the Golden Boy is 24. Santos with another kick followed up by a straight right, answered by a left kick to the body by Diaz. Left-right combination from Santos, answered by a kick from Diaz. Diaz the southpaw, Santos the orthodox fighter. Just about exactly the same size. 5'4" for Santos, 5'3" for the Golden Boy. Both weighed in at 134. Diaz now trying to press Santos. Nice right left, 4-punch combination from Diaz. Back to the center of the cage go the bantamweights. Left hand followed up by a right uppercut from Diaz. When you have an orthodox and a southpaw, they can both step on each other's lead legs, so we'll have to keep our eyes on that. The right leg of Diaz and the left leg of Santos. Diaz with a right left. Flying knee from Diaz. Left-right combination from Santos. Santos trying to push Diaz back to the center of the cage. Diaz able to move Santos backwards. In a close round, that's a good look for the judges. Big right hand connects from Diaz. You see Diaz is pushing Santos back. And even if it's, oh, another left hand that time. A left hand now. Diaz starting to press his case. Left elbow from Diaz. Another elbow. 3 elbows, 4 elbows. 4 elbows in a row from the Golden Boy. Santos trying to kick his way off the cage. 2 minutes to go in the opener. Diaz with the edge for sure. He's kind of walking Santos down. Straight teep kick to the diaphragm of Santos. Didn't have much on it though. Outside leg kick from Santos. Back to the center of the cage they go. Santos trying to get aggressive here, trying to now press his case. But Diaz has that nice overhand right. That time catching Santos's leg. And now Santos, this would be a good move for Santos if he can get Diaz down to the canvas. Try to steal the round. Got the over-under. Looking to change levels, but Diaz now reverses position. Now Diaz going for the takedown. Diaz has double unders now. Looking to change levels. And decides he's doing great with stand-up. No reason to fix something that isn't broken. Less than a minute to go in round one. Another straight right from Diaz. With identical records of 1-1, straight right from Santos this time. Both bantamweights starting to pick up the action a little bit. Santos realizing he's behind on the cards, trying to press the action. Takedown from Diaz. That should seal the round for the 24-year-old. He goes into side control. Looking to get that left leg over the knees of Santos. Or he could just be content to stay in side control, kind of a wrestler's dominant position. Great round for Junior the Golden Boy Diaz. Here action from the first round. Diaz with the looping right, the flying knees, straight right there, or kind of a hook rather. Drops Santos to one knee. Left hand, straight right, finding its mark. Opening up a cut on the forehead of Santos. And don't forget, he also had those 4 great elbows as well. Round 2 when we come back. Welcome back to Sao Paulo, everybody. Time for round number 2. Darlan Santos with the blue gloves. Junior Diaz with the red. Diaz easily winning round number 1. And back to pressing the action as he did in the first round. He's the golden boy, just 24 years old. Each of these bantamweights with identical records of 1-1, so each one of these guys has the opportunity to leave the cage with a winning record, or they may end up with a losing record. Right now, Diaz just manhandling Santos. Oh, drops him to a knee, and that is it. Referee Flavio Almendra had seen enough. And Junior, the Golden Boy Diaz, moving to 2-1 with handiwork over Darlan Santos. Here's the beginning of the end. It started right from the, it was that flying left knee, rocked Santos. Santos was covering up, he was hurt. Back to the elbows, another knee. Watch this flying knee, it's just beautiful. So athletic. Oh, from another angle. And Santos is hurt. Elbows now, knees. I love how Junior Diaz mixed it up, mixed up his attack. There's that knee, and that was the beginning of the end for Santos. Right elbow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Flavio Almendra stopped the fight in a second round and a 4-6 winners. Declared the winner by TKO Junior Golden Boy Diaz.
Just brilliant work from the 24-year-old, who I will not be calling a nerd. All right, more combat from Brazil when we return. You guys like combat sports? United Fight Alliance Facebook is United Fight Alliance 1. Same thing with Instagram. YouTube is at United Fight Alliance. Twitter at United Fight MMA. And of course, our web address is unitedfightalliance.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is extreme boxing. You have it 2 rounds in the 5 minutes. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing at 70 kilos, he stands at 167 cm tan, representing Morena Top Team, fighting from São Paulo, Brazil, presenting Helio, Big Boy Nunes. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing at 17 kilos, he stands 107 cm down, representing FTT MMA, fighting from São Paulo, Brazil, presenting Rafael Silva.
Okay, 2 5-minute rounds of extreme boxing at 155 pounds in the blue corner. Helio, Big Boy Nunes. It's on the left-hand side of your screen. Rafael Silva with the red gloves on the right-hand side of your screen. You gotta love extreme boxing. You got the small gloves. And in a large way, it's anything goes. Of course, there's still rules, but this is a dynamic, aggressive sport, as you will see. You see the big height difference for Rafael Silva at 5'5" over Helio Nunes at just closing in on 5'3". Rafael, the southpaw. We've got another southpaw conventional matchup here. Rafael trying to stick that right jab into Helio's face. Helio's going to have some challenges closing the distance. As you saw, that right hand had about 5 more inches to go. He's just has a 65-inch reach, so he's going to have to leap and really get in there. Rafael is like a 68 or a 69-inch reach, and he's fighting long. Rafael pressing the action. Helio content to counterfight. Good combination from Rafael. Big right there, kind of catches Helio coming in. He stumbles, but he's okay. You saw again the difficulties Helio's having closing the distance. Big looping punches 2 or 3 inches away from the face of Rafael. Swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss from Helio. Helio's game, but he is having troubles here. Up with his back against the cage. Combinations from Rafael. Good strategy from Silva. And there's no quit in Helio. No question what the strategy is from Nunes either. He's just take Rafael out. Both of these 155ers are making their debuts here tonight in the cage. Rafael, the sniper, measuring with that right hand, looking to close things out with the left. I did not catch the stop in the action. And Helio is developing some energy. He's his own windmill out there. developing some electricity for Sao Paulo, Brazil. But in the meantime, Rafael's picking him apart. He's got him up high, he's got him low. When Helio goes down, Rafael goes to the uppercuts. Less than a minute to go in the first round. Helio Nunes having all kinds of trouble here. He thought about shooting the single, but this is extreme boxing. And he does look a little out of his depth here, to be 100% honest. I am not sure how he got hurt. It might just be a case of exhaustion, to be honest. Referee keeping a close eye, and he calls this fight an uneventful fight, but you can take nothing away from Rafael Silva. He looked good out there. This was his debut. Had a great jab, great strategy. He stuck to it. Didn't go crazy. Probably at some point he knew that he could beat Helio, but he stayed to his strategy. So great discipline from Silva. There you saw every time Helio went down forward, Rafael just with the uppercuts and the combinations. They're just exhaustion more than anything. To his hands and his knees. Referee knew he wanted no more of this fight and gave him mercy with the stoppage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Andy Diaz stopped the fight in the first round in 4 minutes and 38 seconds. Declared the winner by Cleo Rafael Silva.
First fight of our 4-man tournament, Milson Castro versus William Malvadeza Lima. Winner of this fight to face the winner of Paulo Henrique and Walber Dos Anjos for the tournament.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, weighing at 80 kilos, he stands 107 cm, holding a professional record of 16 wins, 5 losses, representing Renovação Corre team, fighting for Corre Brazil, presenting Milson Castro. Now, introduces his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing at 80 kilos, he stands 178 cm, holding a professional record, 14 wins, 3 losses, representing America Top Team Brazil, fighting for the Centurion Brazil, presenting William Malvadeza Lima.
Two outstanding fighters with outstanding records. Barao at 16-5, Malvadeza at 14-3. Here we go. Milson Castro with the blue gloves and Malvadeza Lima with the red. Side leg kick. Oh, straight right from Lima. Caught the chin of Castro. William Lima, 14-3, 5'8". He's got a 70-inch reach. A little bit of a height advantage over Castro as well, a 2-inch height advantage, although it does not look like it when I look at the two fighters. If anything, Castro looks taller than Lima. The center of the cage. They go here in this 4-man tournament. Again, the winner of this fight to face the winner of Paulo Henrique Walber Dos Anjos in this four-man tournament from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Centurion 19. Jordan J. Adams here with you for United Fight Alliance. Oh, the knee kick takes Lima out of the picture. I know that's not how Milson Castro wanted to win. You can see he's very concerned with William Lima's condition. Right there on the butt. And immediately the left leg of William Lima did not work. He just couldn't, it just did not move. Watch it freeze up there, and he's down. Referee knew right away this was over, and Castro, being the sportsman he is, didn't even want to acknowledge the win yet till he made sure Lima was okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee Flavio Mendra stopped the fight in 1 minute and 46 seconds for the first round. Declared the winner by TKO, William Castro!
And in a tournament, that's exactly how you want to win. Fast. He goes into his second round fresh. Okay, it's semifinal fight number 2 in our 80-kilo four-man tournament. Walber Dos Anjos versus Paulo Henrique.
Fighting out of the blue corner, weighing at 80 kilos, he stands 180 cm, holding a professional record, 3 wins, 4 losses, representing Nova União, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Walber Timoteo Dos Anjos. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing at 80 kilos, he stands 180 cm, holding a professional record, 16 wins, 7 losses, representing RD champions, fighting for Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting Paulo Henrique.
3 5-minute rounds at 80 kilos. That's 176 pounds. This is our second semi-final fight of the 80-kilo tournament. Winner of this fight will meet Milson Castro, the winner of semi-final fight number 1. He had that knee strike over William Malvadeza, Lima. And already the two 80-kilo fighters are slugging at the center of the cage. They are letting their hands go. Paulo Henrique with the height advantage. Timoteo Dos Anjos told me he was 5'11", but if Lila Henrique is 6 feet, I am not sure that Timoteo Dos Anjos is 5'11". I got him more at 5'9". When I converted the metrics, he was at 5'9", which looks a little more accurate measured against Henrique's 6 feet. Henrique with the red gloves, Dos Anjos with the blue. Dos Anjos has a lot of knockouts in his career, and already letting those hands go. Oh, right hand! And Henrique had enough of that, and he shot the single. Now with the double underhooks, looking to change levels. Now with the over-under, shooting the single, running the pipe. And he gets him down. Great takedown for Paulo Henrique. Let's see what he can do with it. Back to the feet they go, and another takedown into side control, this time for Henrique. Fighting for wrist control right now. Dos Anjos is doing a good job of staying out of trouble. He has so far been able to avoid any kind of punishment in a very vulnerable position. But he is keeping Enrique very tight and close into him. Elbows now from Enrique. Dos Anjos had enough of that and gets back to his feet. Oh, the left hand is a sleeper! Kaboom! Paulo Laia Enrique is asleep. It was the left hand. That was the scouting report on Walber Timoteo Dos Anjos. Here again, the left hook catching the chin of Paulo Laia Enrique. Clipped, and boom. Upstairs, downstairs, and upstairs. 3-punch combo with the left hand. Under, over. Oh, that was a beautiful punch. And the referee did a great job getting over there really quickly and preventing any further damage.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee added years. He stopped the fight in 2 minutes and 37 seconds in the first round. Declared the winner by KO Walber Timoteo Dos Anjos.
Well, there's only 2 standing now. When we come back, it's Milson the Baron Castro versus Walber Timoteo Dos Anjos. Time for the finals, and it should be a good one. The Grand Prix 80-kilo final of the 4-man tournament. Milson Barao Castro, Walber Timoteo Dos Anjos.
Fighting in the blue corner, weighing at 18 kilos, he stands 170 in tow, holding a professional record for 6 leagues, 11 losses, representing Renovação Corey team. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting a Corey Brazil, Milson Castro. And now introducing his opponent, fighting in the red corner, weighing at 80 kilos, he stands 180 cm. He's have a professional record of 3 for losses, representing Nova União, fighting for the Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Walber Timoteo Dos Anjos.
And there you see the belt. And if looks are mean anything, this fight's gonna be crazy. Man, an intense stare down to start this fight. To the center of the cage go the 80-kilo finalists. The height difference not that bad, 5'9" for Castro. And 5'11" for Dos Anjos. Castro got to the finals with that knee strike over William Lima. And you just saw Dos Anjos with the big KO over Enrique. And boy, these 2 guys are already trading. They both look very fluid on their feet. Outside leg kick from Castro. Both of these 176-pounders are conventional, orthodox in their boxing. This is a combination of feeling each other out, but there's also plenty of snap on the punches and kicks. So they're measuring, but they're certainly not measuring in a casual style. Big right from Dos Anjos. Right to the body, followed up with a left to the head from Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos with the feints. Trying to get Castro to bite. Castro light on his feet, circles out of danger. And you got to think that Castro was in the locker room watching that crazy knockout of Paulo Henrique by Dos Anjos earlier. And that's got to be in his mind to really keep his hands up nice and high, chin tucked in. Does not want to paint a target for Dos Anjos, a heavy-handed fighter out of Novo Mutin. Oh, big right clips Castro. Castro's okay. He's gonna be fighting off his back for a little bit here. Plenty of time for Dos Anjos to try to do something with it at the 2-minute mark. But back to his feet smartly is Castro. They call Castro the Baron, Barao. And he certainly has conducted himself like a Baron throughout this tournament. A very cordial, well-mannered, great dude. And now standing and trading with Dos Anjos. I don't know if that's a good idea. Already Castro's showing it. He's got some blood coming down. It's hard to tell from my angle where that blood is coming from. It's probably from that earlier punch that dropped him. Dos Anjos hits hard. And now battle of strength. There's that blood maybe coming out just above the left eye of Castro. Castro's game though. Trying to trade, but I think the power is going to go to Dos Anjos. And Castro is wearing it. Nice knee from Castro. Mixing it up good at the center of the cage. Dos Anjos, oh, nice outside leg kick from Castro. That hurt. He's getting those legs busy. You know, he's the kicking specialist, obviously. He's got a great inside leg kick game, a great outside leg kick game as well. He's got a good teep kick. And he mixes it up. Castro really mixes up his attack. Oh, that right hand definitely caught Dos Anjos, and he ate it. Wow. You know, that's the, well, I was going to say that's being the youngster, but he's 32. He really ate that punch coming in. Here, action from the opener. The outside leg kick at the same time as the left jab. And there's the one that dropped him. That's where we think he got cut. Nice up kick from Castro. And that allowed him to get back to his feet. Great scrap. Good competitive first round. Kicks to the body. Oh, these guys are standing and trading. Dos Anjos with the head movement, then the combo. Beautiful first round. Boy, these guys are going to earn the title, whoever wins it tonight. Welcome back to Sao Paulo, Brazil, everybody. I'm Jordan J. Adams. This is the final fight of our Grand Prix 80-kilo 4-man tournament. Milson Castro, Walber Dos Anjos. It was a great first round. Very, very competitive. If you forced me to, I'd have to say Dos Anjos. Just more aggression and more damage. But a very close first round. Each fighter had their moments. To the center of the cage they go. Both of these 176-pounders now with new respect for each other after that grueling first round. Nice left hand from Castro. Castro trying to walk Dos Anjos down. Big right kick blocked by Dos Anjos. Combination downstairs, upstairs from Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos with the outside kick. Left jab followed up by a right-left combo from Castro. Both of these fighters seem content to stay, for the most part, in the center of the cage. But an organic fight for sure. It's going where it needs to go. A hematoma starting to develop over the right eye of Dos Anjos. And more blood from Castro. Now both of these fighters wearing it. It's gonna be a grueling war, no question about that. Left from Dos Anjos, answered by a right and a left from Castro. Kick from Castro. Straight right hand from Castro. And now a left kick to the body from the Baron. Baron trying to open things up here. That hematoma's getting bigger. It almost looks like he's got two knots over the right eyebrow for Dos Anjos. He's got that right hand up high. He's feeling it. He's trying to cover it up, trying to protect it. Outside leg kick from Dos Anjos. Timoteo. Straight right from Dos Anjos, followed up from a right. Outside leg kick and then a left-right combination. 3 knots over the eye now of Dos Anjos. No vision issues though. The placement will not. Oh, big hip toss from Castro now, trying to get the choke. Beautiful job getting back to his feet for Dos Anjos. Both of these Brazilians have great jiu-jitsu, and they're both very hard to keep on their back and keep off their feet. They both have really serious skills and know how to get out of tough situations. And that's what Dos Anjos is finding himself in now, especially around that eye. Let's just hope there's no medical issues with it, especially between rounds, if we get to in between rounds 2 and 3. You gotta feel like, now Dos Anjos kind of leaning over, hands on the top of his knees, starting to gas out a little bit. Castro seems like he might be picking up the tempo a little. Spinning back fist from Castro, in the follow-up right hand caught its mark. This is a good round for Castro. If you gave round number 1 to Dos Anjos, and with 1 minute to go here in round number 2, you gotta tilt the second round to Castro, I would say. But now Dos Anjos trying to walk Castro down. A lot of times when a fight is this close, it's optics. Dos Anjos trying to be the aggressor here. Who's making the fight? Who's taking the fight to their opponent? Both fighters now showing the wear and tear of 2 rounds with an opponent of their equal. There's our media tags. United Fight Alliance. Facebook is United Fight Alliance 1. Same thing with Instagram. YouTube, United Fight Alliance. And of course, our web address, UnitedFightAlliance.com. Here, action. The head kick actually caught its mark. And that may have been what took a little starch out of the fight game for Dos Anjos. Good head movement from Timoteo. But that straight right hand was there for Castro. Another kick to the head from Castro. He hides it well. It's surprisingly powerful. It looks like a casual kick. And there, that spinning back fist, followed up by a straight right. A great second round, especially for the Baron. When we come back, third and final round. Welcome back to Sao Paulo, Brazil, everybody. This is the final of the 80-kilo Grand Prix 4-man tournament. Only 2 men left standing, and that's Milson the Baron Castro and Walber Timoteo Dos Anjos. Dos Anjos at the bottom of your screen's got the red gloves, and Milson Castro on the left-hand side of your screen with the blue gloves. It's been an absolute war. On our unofficial scorecard, we have Dos Anjos winning the first round and Castro winning the second. Of course, that's unofficial, but I do feel it was rather obvious. So going into this third round, it's anybody's fight. The entire tournament championship comes down to this 1 5-minute round. Both of these warriors have done damage to each other. You can see the blood all over the face of Castro. That's been that stiff jab from Dos Anjos. And you can see the hematomas over the right side of the head of Dos Anjos, just over the eyebrow. Started with one, then it developed 2 small ones, and now we're at 3 medium ones. His corner's done the best it could with end swell to get those hematomas down, but they tend to get a little ornery during the round and get a little angry. You can see them, they're already starting to grow again. Oh, man. Oh, those things are weird, just weird. I'm sure there's a medical explanation. But look at that head movement. He still has it. Dos Anjos still has that matrix head movement. Fun to watch. But now they're getting tired. They're punching from outside. They're not closing the distance. Can you blame them? Neither one wants to step into the pocket. And there now the blood has really started flowing on Castro's face. They call him the Baron. Fights out of Renovação, Cone team, the Coan Amazonias. Had a 13-0 run at one point. Castro with a very respectable 17-5 record. A lot more experience than Dos Anjos. This is just his 7th fight. But looks just as experienced as Castro. Giving Castro everything he can handle. Straight right from Castro. Oh, another straight right. Dos Anjos eats it. He can eat a punch, boy. He's got a great shin. Looking a little wobbly, though. Now he's finally starting to get tired on those legs. He showed some tiredness at the end of the second round. The fatigue had started setting in, and he had to rest both hands on his knees in about the final minute of the second round. So he's kind of running on adrenaline right now. Another overhand right from Castro finds its mark. Combo from Dos Anjos. Another combination from Timoteo. Timoteo fights out of Volta Redonda in Rio de Janeiro. The Nova new team. Hey, while I have a chance, I want to give a very special thanks to the founder and CEO of Centurion FC, Mr. Roberto Gallo. I also want to thank the amazing Diana Tavares and my boys, Claudio Cajea and Domenico Costanzo. This team at Centurion FC is second to none, and they always roll out the red carpet for me every time I'm in Rio de Janeiro or Sao Paulo. Love these guys. Less than a minute to go in the fight. Who wants it more? Stiff left from Dos Anjos. Still the head movement from Dos Anjos, and still blocking kicks. Castro wiping blood from his eyes, but still slinging punches from every angle, mixing up his offense. Back to the center of the cage they go. Dos Anjos shoots the single. Castro defends. 10 seconds to go. Flying kick attempt from Dos Anjos. This fight's over. How'd you score it at home? Oh my goodness, what a war.
exciting 5 rounds, ladies and gentlemen. We have a decision. The first judge, 29-28. Second judge, 29-28. And the 3 judges, 29-28. Declared the winner and the king of Centurion by split decision, Milson Castro!
I'm Jordan J. Adams. Thanks for joining us in Brazil, and we'll see you next time on United Fight Alliance.